want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but if it's not working, it's not working. And I didn't think I was gonna have this first impressions. Like, I thought I was really gonna like it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, good to see you again. I hope I wasn't gone too long, but it was the holidays. I work in retail and there's literally no time to do any kind of extracurricular activities if I want to continue to have work-life balance. So yeah, here I am now with the new year and a new review for you guys. So I'm so excited about today's video because I have the brand new foundation complexion system from Bite Beauty. And if you're familiar with Bite Beauty, they're well known for their lip products, lipsticks, lip crayons, lip pencils, lip glosses, lip. They're all about the lips. So can you imagine my surprise when I see my Vox box from Influencer? I was chosen to test out the new Bite Beauty complexion line. So I'm very excited to share that with you. It is brand new. It just launched a few days ago. So yeah, I have one of the first views and I'm so excited about that. So before we move into the review, stop, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and send me comments below about things that you want to see, okay? I really don't have much to say other than that. I mean, I'm just excited to test out this stuff, so let's get started. Now, this is what the box came in. This is like my PR box from Influencer. It's really cute. It's blueberries. I don't think the product has blueberries in it, but it's a really interesting complexion line. Before we get into what it actually does, this is what it looks like. So this is actually the packaging, the primer, the foundation, and the actual powder. These three products are brand new, and they actually have two primers. One's for oily to normal skin, and one's from normal to dry skin. So they have two primers based on your skin type, so I really appreciate that. The one that I was sent was normal to dry skin, which is exactly what I need. And yeah, they come in this cute little rose gold packaging. I love rose gold. And for the sake of the video, I wore pink, and I'm probably gonna be doing a pink eye look, just, you know, to go along with that theme of pink and rose gold. So this actually came in my Influencer box, and it has a little bit of product information, so I'm gonna share that with you right now. So what is cool about this is considered clean beauty. So a lot of products right now, a lot of brands are coming out with cleaner alternatives to our makeup, whether that be formulated without animals or vegan animal byproducts, or just better materials. That's what's considered clean. I'm not really into clean beauty. I probably should be, but I'm not against it either. So that's a upside for me, that it's clean products. To some people that just might be the standard for them, but for me, it's a plus. The primer is called the Changemaker Skin Optimizing Primer, and like I mentioned before, it comes in a formula that is for oily skin, and also a formula that is for dry skin, just to give you a neutral base before foundation for flawless lasting wear. Hashtag clean primer. So that's what's in this little, that's their description of their primer. And like I said, I appreciate that because everyone doesn't have the same type of skin. And I really love using the primers that are formulated for foundation, certain foundations. Like, you use them together and they work together, because you can't use every foundation with every primer. And a lot of people don't understand that, and then they get really splotchy makeup application, or it doesn't last long. So it's really important that you wear the primer that complements your foundation, okay? And then the foundation is described as, it's called a Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. Micellar. Yep, Micellar foundation. Micellar formula mimics skin texture for a natural finish and buildable medium coverage in 32 long wear shades. So at the top of this, it has like their little shade range. So that's cute. I feel like there could be a little bit more on this side because as you can see, it's very, yeah. So they got a little work to do with, you know, the amount of foundations that they offer. But yeah, and I can tell you that I'm on the lower range of that spectrum. And then the third thing is their Changemaker Flexible Coverage Press Powder. It's made with volcanic minerals, not talc. Okay, so that's good. It blurs, controls shines, and mattifies. So that is the description of the foundations and the Complexion line. And then as a bonus, I was also given a lip pencil, which came in this little box right here. Like I said, they're known for their lip line. I already opened it, but it's in the shade Neon. Okay. But it's clean as well. So it's called the Power Move Creamy Matte Lip Crayon. Vivid color, precise application, and a comfortable matte finish that you can keep up with you. And it comes in 20 shades. And like I said, I got this really cute mauve-y color. Y'all know I love my mauves when it comes to my lips. So yeah, I'm very excited to try this out. The only thing, like, just from not trying it, I can see is like the shade range is 32 shades, and in this day and age, that's pretty limited, especially when you're talking about darker complexions. It feels like it's just not enough range for my sisters. So we'll see. We'll see how my shade that they sent me fits me, because I did not get select my own shade when I did the preview survey for influencer to get chosen for a Vox box. They asked me a lot of complexion questions, and I just had to choose the shade that I thought fit best. And so we'll see how good this is. But yeah, I'm excited to try this out. So let's get started. So first things first, here's the primer. This is what it looks like. And this is the primer that is for normal to dry skin. So I'm taking that it's a little hydrating. It just doesn't have an applicator, just a little squeeze. I'm just gonna apply it around my face. I can't tell if it has a scent or not, but it goes on really smooth. So as you can tell, like, it doesn't leave, let me scoot my camera up. It doesn't leave any kind of like white cast on my face. It reminds me of the Fenty Beauty primer, but a little bit more moisturizing and has a little bit more slip to it than that one. So I like that. I don't necessarily dig the foundation. I mean, the primers that leave a white cast on your face. It looks weird to me. This is what the case for the face powder looks like. It is in the shade Tan 2. That is the shade that they sent me. And it comes with this little poof applicator, which I don't use. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. Okay, take that back. I am gonna use their little thing because my beauty blender is wet and I would like to apply this dry. I'm actually going to use their little sponge thing and yeah, apply it to my face. But as you can see, it has some coverage in it. I like it. The shade really goes with my skin tone. So if you're new to my channel or you're not familiar with Jackie Aina, it's a tip that I learned from her, to set your primer with a pressed powder or a loose powder, translucent powder, whatever, in order to, especially if you have like oily prone skin, like if you have dry skin, that's probably not the right move, but mine is medium, like I'm oilier in some areas, but it does a couple of things. It allows your foundation to stay on longer without the shine breaking through. And it also gives you a little bit of coverage underneath, so you don't have to use as much foundation which means you have a less cakey application. And you don't put on a lot, you just do like a thin layer underneath your foundation, right after your primer, and just give yourself a little coverage, and then apply the foundation on top of that. So now I'm going in with the foundation. This is what the tube looks like, and I have the color T135. This, I think it looks dark, yeah. But we'll see. It looks like it could be my summer color. So we'll see what that looks like. That's it right there. So I'm actually gonna apply this with my BoxyCharm foundation brush that I received in one of my BoxyCharm boxes a couple months ago, and I absolutely love this brush. Like, it's so freaking great at applying foundation. I ran out, but no. And this is a little damp too, so I'm not gonna get as much coverage as I want. I just washed my brushes. Okay, so the one thing that I'm noticing right away is that there is a fragrance to this. It smells really good. But if you are sensitive to fragrance, or you don't want fragrance on your skin, which is completely understandable, this might not be the foundation for you. But if you don't mind fragrance, it smells really good. Okay, so it's medium buildable coverage. So I'm not sure if that means it's buildable to medium, or it starts off as medium and then it's buildable to full coverage. But as you can see, like, I still have some areas down here that are not even, you know, close to being covered. And I understand that my brush is wet, so that's gonna give me a more sheer coverage than I usually would have, but yeah. So if you're a full coverage foundation person, like, this might not be it for you. And the shade, while it's not awful, it's not my shade. Like, I could probably go a little lighter, but as far as the application, I like the way it applies. Like, if I wasn't having this major, like, breakout, and let me go over this with a dry brush and see. I should mention, like, everyone has their preferences when it comes to coverage on their foundation, so it is what it is. This actually is not, yeah, it's getting darker, it's oxidizing a little bit. It's showing up a little orangey. But this could very well be my summer shade. And right now it's winter, so I lost all pigment in my skin. And now it might work for me in a couple months, but right now I can make it work. I really like the way that it applies, and it's not, it's very lightweight, and it doesn't feel like super sticky like when I touch my face. Probably because it's so lightweight, and you know, if you have full coverage and you touch your face, like, it's really sticky, but this doesn't feel that way. But this is a learning opportunity for everyone. Like, what do you do when you get a shade that you think is your color, but it's not, it's a little dark? Don't worry, we'll handle that. It's all about the highlight. So I'm gonna go in with my Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer Duo in the color Golden. And I'm gonna apply that with my fingers just under my eyes. And then I'm gonna go in with a couple of different concealers. So first I'm gonna do my Too Faced, my go-to, Born This Way, multi-use sculpting concealer in the color Warm Sand. And that's just to give me a little highlight. And because this is a little darker than what I need, I'm going to do a little more highlight up at the top. And then when we blend it out, it will look a lot better. Then I'm gonna go in with my brand new concealer that I just received from BoxyCharm. It's from Pretty Vulgar. This is actually in the color 63. It's called the Middle Ground. Now this looks pretty light. And from what I understood when they sent out, they only had like 4 or 5 shades to send out. So I'm gonna put that over this Too Faced concealer. Not right up at the top, but a little bit lower. Give a little bit of definition and to actually highlight. I know it's a lot, but bear with me. Then I'm going to contour with my fancy matchstick in the color Truffle. Just a little bit right there. I'm not gonna go too crazy around the edges because this foundation is already dark. So the goal that I'm gonna go for is pretty much the foundation will kind of act more like a bronzer because it's slightly too dark. And then my highlight will be in the center of my face, so it should even out to where it just looks really beat. Now I need to let my concealer dry. Okay, so I let my concealer dry down while I did my brows and put on concealer for my eyes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and give you my thoughts about, like, if anyone asked, but give you my thoughts about this Pretty Vulgar concealer. That's a no for me, dog. It's a little too watery, and I used it on my eyes. Like, look, y'all, ain't no coverage there. Like, if I need a concealer, I need to conceal something for a reason, and it's just not enough coverage for me in that. So it only looks like it would be good for on top of 2 other concealers like I'm using it right now. So yeah, it's just not gonna work. So I'm blending out this top part of my forehead and blending it upward to blend into my temples just a little bit. And you see it brought, you know, the color back down to a reasonable level. Same thing with my chin. I'm just gonna take it out a little further. And then I'm going to go in with the powder again and try to set under my eyes with it. So what I instantly like about this pressed powder is the fact that it does have color in it, and it helps a lot when you have mistakes that you're trying to cover up, whether it be like incorrect shade matching, obviously you can't bake with it, but it helps with coverage. And just looking at my mirror, like, I can see way too much of my skin showing through, like right here. You see that? Like, I thought I was gonna like it, but I'm not quite sure. Let's get this. So then I'm gonna blend in my contour with my little BoxyCharm smaller base brush. I don't know what it's called, but I love it. It's great at blending out contour. It blends really fast and seamlessly. Like, just keep on going about my business. Like, from afar it looks fine, but when you start looking at the details up close, look at that. That sucks because I really I was rooting for you. Bite Beauty? Maybe if I have better skin, I don't know. Like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but if it's not working, it's not working. And I didn't think I was gonna have this first impressions. Like, I thought I was really gonna like it. Like, it probably wouldn't have replaced my Too Faced, but it would have been a great alternative. I'm actually gonna take the rest of that powder with a brush and just swipe it all over just to set the rest of my face. Just a super light dusting. And then I'm gonna set it with the Iconic Beauty Prep Set and Glow spray. Which, by the way, if you haven't tried it, this smells so good. Again, if you're not into fragrances, not your thing, don't use this. But if you don't care, like I don't care right now, this is amazing. And it's shimmery, but it doesn't make your skin look glittery. It just gives it a little glow, and I feel like it dries down matte. Okay, now let's go do some eyes. So that's my look for today. My thoughts on the products that I tested out was that it had a great formulation, but for me, my preferences, like, it looks like from afar I made it work, like, yay. But in all reality, like, if you look up close, I still have that little, you know, blemish right there. Just the imperfections. Like, I want full coverage makeup, and I'll even like buildable to full coverage, like just a good medium color coverage. But this felt more a little bit on the sheerer side, like sheer buildable to medium instead of medium buildable to full. So I was a little confused about how they've worded that. Like, what is it supposed to be? For me, it's not enough coverage. Does that mean that it's not a good product? Absolutely not. Number one, it has the clean thing going for it, like how it's formulated using ingredients that you can feel good about to put on your skin. Number two, it does have 32 shades, so that's a plus, except in the darker shade range, I feel like there's a lot more room for improvement with different tones and different undertones and different colors, and just there was room to fit more. And thirdly, the packaging is cute. I love the like pink. It's very modern, like minimalist. I like it. I don't prefer the squeeze bottles over the pump in one way or another. This just seems easier for me to travel with. I don't know the price point of this because, like I said, it just became available a couple days ago, and they did not tell me in my little package that I got how much it would be, but it's available to buy online at Sephora. And I'm just really, overall, I don't know if I'll say I'm happy. What I did love was I loved the primer, and I absolutely loved the powder. Like, oh my goodness, I will post a whole post on my Instagram specifically dedicated to this powder because I love it. It doesn't make you look ashy. They sent me the perfect color, tan 2, and it really helped cover up some of the imperfections. Obviously, it's not like a powder foundation, but I like it. That was probably my favorite part about this whole thing. Will I use it again? Absolutely, when I'm having a better skin day than I am today. But until I get my skin and my complexion together without makeup, I'm gonna be reaching for more fuller coverage. But that's just me. If you have good skin, use it, you know. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up and a comment below if you've made it this far. And thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys next time.